Their 7 WSL games. It is their second highest points total after this many games team can perhaps do this season. They do have the opportunity to move level on points with Manchester United in third and go. Richie Watkins taking charge of his first WSL game this season. He's been refereeing in the men's national male forwards. Should have been easy for Greenwood to deal with that. That's not the greatest of passes. They sat off a bit there. On from Hasegawa. This is Chloe Kelly, alarm bell. Chloe Kelly got 2 against them 3 years ago in the 4-1. Kelly, who sends it back. Harby's cross. Shaw was waiting, doesn't quite come to her. It will be picked. Taking that one short. Now it's whipped in by Kelly. What a ball that was! Very well. This time it's a more conventional delivery. Here's Shaw. Oh, she tried to lay it off for Hasegawa, and suddenly Spurs might be away. Hasegawa to no one in particular. WSL victory against City to date. Here's Bizet. Angle was a bit tough for the shot, goes for the cross instead. Thomas is in there, and Thomas is offside. That the Scottish international who's and there is a bit of a concern about the lack of cutting edge that City have. Here's Lauren Hemp showing plenty of that. Good ball, and Angeldal. Philippa Angeldal got on the end of it, but didn't get the right angle on it, and had the fewest high turnovers. Both of those have been higher under him this season, and they've turned the ball over nicely there. I think she'll escape with just the free kick awarded against her. Squad as well. Hasegawa there to try and make something happen, and she might have done. Angeldal was caught, advantage is played, none is gained, so comes back for the challenge. It's laid off for a ball in instead. Shaw trying to get him round the back. Wasn't the most convincing defending, but it's done the job for now. Busy penalty area to contend with. And someone in light blue got the decisive touch on it, because it was a tricky one for Kiara Keating to be able to come. Derby victory over Manchester United hasn't really subsided, taking 3 points in the first WSL derby to be played at Old Trafford. Harvey's ball in, Shaw! Powers home another goal against Tottenham Hotspur. 7 goals. City were 3-1 winners in March. She has opened the scoring against them this evening. Ping header. Shaw made sure that that was only going to end up in the back of the Spurs net. Shaw. Side. Linyan. Now Neville. There's a bit of a lunge there, and Spurs will break at pace. They've got 4 on 4. Bizet. Oh, good hit. Shot on goal of the game just before the half-hour mark for Spurs. And Celine Bizet, the defence, and then let fly. Strong hands. Broad. Now Hemp scored from this kind of position against Manchester United. Looking for the angle to have a strike. It's back for Rord. And Rord's hip been going more centrally, with Bizet being a big carrier. Hasegawa. There, Greenwood recovers. Hasegawa with a neat turn. And picking out Kelly. Lauren Hemp. No flag against Rord. Good ball, Shaw! with another headed finish. Well, Khadija Shaw might fancy that she's on for another hat-trick against Tottenham Hotspur. Far too much to Roard out wide, and she made the most. Clinton worked wide, and now Ailes' cross. Oh, and a spill and a let-off. You have composure in possession. They like to play expansive, high and wide. They've really been able to get that part of their game going. Here's Hemp. Just 9 minutes between the very, very similar goals from Khadija Shaw. Shaw won't get to that one. And again, it was a bit of a troubling ball in for Tottenham to deal with. Alexandri, Shaw is the target, took it nicely, hit it well! Oh, she is back in business. Spurs today, and after a couple of very smart headers, this was a wick. The control and the idea, but it didn't even need to look up. She knows where the goal is. Taylor's side, who have shown their class. They have a very healthy scoreline in their favour, and they have had the lion's share of possession as well. Just checked back there, Lin Yan. It's a good dart though. Good ball as well, and still not away. It was obviously straight off the training pitch and flying in at the near post. Greenwood. Nice turn by Hasegawa. Lifted over the top, is interested in it. Hasegawa tidies things up. Lin Yan. On by Hemp. Well, Manchester City firmly in charge of this one, courtesy of a first half treble from Khadija Shaw. The Manchester City side, who may have lost in... Manchester City very well set to continue their dominance in this fixture. And couldn't quite make it stick following. Shaw. And still, good run. And she tried to pick out Angledal. It's come for him. A stunner against Manchester United last weekend, and a beauty. Shaw here was trying to pick out Angledal initially. It then came to Jill Roard. Her effort was blocked. Lauren Hemp on the follow-up. Inch perfect. That's not a bad try, and it pulls Becky Spencer into... Robert Villahan said this week that he can't see it being that close this evening. Although that's a good ball, and Thomas is through here. It's Martha Thomas. It's a good stop by bang on it in front of goal this season. Will be ruining not slotting this one away. She just took herself slightly wide. She was running centrally, but that touch there meant that the Bizet sent it back. Here's Neville. Oh dear! Molly Bartrip, who has been so reliable for Jill Roard. Hasegawa. Shaw. Here's Hemp. No sign of City letting up. Oh, that's a great ball, and it's on the goal line. Oh, she's maybe discussing whether she... But again, Tottenham Hotspur undone on this left with the dart to the byline. And it was, I'm not sure if it got a deflection on it, but it looped over her. Roard got the touch on it, but she was making about the way that Spurs have come to the match and have tried to take the game to City. And Chloe Kelly trying to add her name. And Manchester City are in this kind of mood. They are a bit of a juggernaut. Here's Shaw, who still wants more herself. That's gifted to Hemp. Aiming for BZ, but far too telegraphed. Big end of this kind of thumping. Broke into the senior England squad on 3 clean sheets so far this term. Her passing accuracy was amongst the worst of all the keepers in the league. Here goes Hemp. Good ball, and it's another. Join the party. Manchester City running riot in the week, which ended up in a penalty defeat. She has added gloss to what is a very big victory today. Well, the last WSL goal that she scored was Spurs trying to get themselves on the board at least. It was inventive by PZ, and then full in from Spurs. So if anything, they'll want to try and at least continue that run, and they were very close to getting themselves a goal there. This is the kind of chance Thomas has been waiting all evening for. Got up well enough. PZ in a bit of a wrestle there. Alexandri. You have to remember that goal difference can be vital in such a key. Kelly. She fancies getting herself on the score sheet, what Spencer had in mind. And there's the block from Coombs, and Kelly's offside. Greenwood, on by Hasegawa. Here is Yui Hasegawa. Castellanos, and here is Hasegawa, allowed to advance, urged to hit it, goes to Shaw instead. She couldn't quite get the shot away in time. The face. BZ's continued her run, she'll get there as well. Oh, that's a good ball, and surely no! Coming away again. Kelly in support, and Shaw is upended, and there's a yellow card in the post at any cost. Well, that was the only way that she was likely to be able to stop her. Greenwood is certainly interested. Greenwood has a go! Oh! Away from an incredible goal. This would have topped the lot. So far out. Spencer may have done herself some damage in trying to get close to that hit by Here is Hasegawa. Alex Greenwood. Thomas chasing this. Greenwood hoping that it was going to bounce all the way through. It didn't quite. And then Greenwood tidies up and is clattered as well. Bit loose that by Hasegawa. Well, big victories for the big guns across the course of this WSL Sunday. Arsenal, their conversion rate had been lacking the ruthlessness that title contenders need. Park. And still, Hemp with a little touch, and that was the chance for number set. Nice attempted give and go, and Park's effort. Hasegawa. 88% of their big chances had gone in this season, the lowest ratio of any team. They've certainly improved tonight. And after only 13 goals before today, 6 in one game, that is much more like it from Stokes. Here's Neville. Hasegawa gets it wide. Still time for more punishment, perhaps. Parker's got away, but and now has got it into the area, and there is and it's 7th heaven for Manchester City. Super work out wide. The assistant referee was flagging, I think, for a foul. The referee played the advantage, and boy, did sensational from Park, who picked out the pass perfectly, as well as didn't put enough on that. After a statement win at Manchester United, it is another strong message.